Namaste and welcome to Voices of India. I am your host, Divisha Jatakia, and founder of ApniIndianGully. We feature Indian brands and people who are shaping the future of India with their work, art, innovation, and passion. We celebrate and promote local voices of India through interviews, collaborations, brand promotion, reviews, and much more. We all know that social media have taken down our attention span to less than 7 to 8 seconds. With this, we can understand the effectiveness of content and graphics, which is highly important in a social media post or anything that you're posting across the internet. When hiring a skilled graphic designer and content writer can be very expensive, especially for a small business owner or if you're just starting up with limited funds. To help you with this, we have our expert Krupa Joshi with us. She's going to share us some insights on overcoming budget challenges in content and graphics. Krupa Joshi is the founder of Digimark 5, and her expertise are content writing, graphic designing, golden ratio designing, and personalized prints. She is an MBA and with more than 15 years of experience in the field of strategic consulting. We'll have Krupa Joshi with us on Apni Indian Gully on Voices of India. Krupa with us, the rising star, the shining star with Voices of India. Welcome, Krupa, to AIG's
Thank
Voices
you,
of India.
thank you.
So before we
Yes.
start discussing, more about content and graphic, tell us what inspired you with this journey of digital creativity, specifically for content and graphic.
So I had my education in postgraduate in marketing, and
Okay.
I wanted to combine that with my creative streak. So I thought the gap that I saw in the market while doing creatives is graphic designers didn't have the vision many a times to understand the customer, and who were into marketing management couldn't do designing.
Hmm.
So I thought I can build a gap and I can provide customers designings which are based on marketing and branding and that can target their customers effectively.
Oh, wow. बहुत कम लोग होते हैं जो ऐसे ना ओवरऑल सोचते हैं इसके बारे में तो टेल अस कि हाउ डू आई इन योर इंट्रो वी रेड दैट आपका गोल्डन रूल के बारे में यू आर इनटू गोल्डन रेशियो जो डिजाइनिंग है उसके बारे में ना यू आर क्वाइट इनटू इट इट्स योर एक्सपर्टीज सो हाउ डू यू अप्लाई द गोल्डन रेशियो इन डिजाइन टेल अस एंड व्हाई इज इट
So
क्रूशियल बिकॉज people don't know about this.
correct. So there is one common goal when you do designing is that
Hmm.
you want it to look appealing to the eye. And
Correct.
golden ratio, if I have to explain in one sentence, is where maths meets designing. So anything today in nature, say butterfly, sunflower, lotus, everything is in golden ratio. So any
Okay.
design that you create using Fibonacci sequencing numbers are pleasing. Now, we already have such logos, and they are very famous logos like Twitter is there, Porsche is there. They are already in the golden ratio format. And golden ratio is not just for logo designing, it is for your pamphlets, your company profile, your content layout, and
Okay.
to that matter, even for architectures, interiors. For a client, we made a bookshelf. So, golden ratio is very versatile and can be applied to any platform.
ओके सो इफ आई मे आस्क कि अगर एक लेमैन को ये चीज समझानी हो कि व्हाट इज अ गोल्डन रेशियो तो आप कैसे बोलोगे उसको क्विकली इन टू लाइंस मे बी.
Where maths meets designing, and applying golden ratio is going to make your design adorable to each eye that it looks at.
Wow. So along with this golden ratio, how do you make content writing and graphic designing accessible for those who are on budget?
So outsourcing everything is going to be very expensive. I understand that part. So, whenever entrepreneurs come to me with budgets, what I do is I take the requirement.
Hmm.
And many a times they are in too much in bulk and the bill is going to shoot up. It's beyond their budget. So, what I suggest them is that you hire me for important things like golden ratio designing, your logo
Mm.
designing, your company profile,
Correct.
your banners for Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. So these are the creatives that they will use it for long term. They'll use it for repetitive use,
Right.
and I guide them through DIY tools
Mm-hmm.
which help them create, normal creatives like your Holi's and Diwali celebration and birthday celebrations, and basically the things that are not of very high importance, but they give you a chance to connect with your customers.
True. So, what do your one piece of advice to people who just post फेस्टिवल विशेस ऑन सोशल मीडिया कि नहीं भाई मैं वो पोस्ट करता हूँ मतलब वो मेरा मार्केटिंग हो गया व्हाट वुड यू से टू दोस काइंड ऑफ पीपल
So you have to understand कि हम जब कोई भी एक रिलेशनशिप बिल्ड करते हैं, चाहे वो डिजिटली है या इट्स ऑन इन पर्सन, you can't go and talk just about yourself. That
राइट
is not going to be a very successful relationship, whether it is personal or professional.
ट्रू
So if you are going there and always saying happy Holi, happy Diwali, happy Valentine's Day, it's doing nothing for your brand. Your customers are looking what you are going to do for them. So let them know that through your creatives.
करेक्ट
That is what I feel will be effective communication.
communication. So that was a great tip. So tell us ki what is the most underrated aspect when it comes to digital marketing in your opinion?
What I feel is people take content very lightly. Content is the king. Today, when you are going out there, many a times I see Instagram post has one photo and it has a thesis written below. Now, Instagram is not a platform where people come to read. You
Read.
have to understand the audience and create your creatives accordingly. So if you are going to go on YouTube, make a video, make a short video. Do not make people read there. They are not going to stick around there and start reading. So when you are making your creatives, keep that in mind. And you should always keep your target audience in mind when you are making your creatives. It's not about you, it's about them.
Them. True. Because most of the time people assume that okay, I am into this business, I am posting on social media, so everyone is my audience.
Yeah, true. But they today there is so much of bombarding of information
True.
that customers' attention span is also compromised. You have to understand. You just have 1 second to that scroll.
True.
So for customer to be there for 3 seconds, 7 seconds, 10 seconds, you have to make sure the content is eye pleasing and also informative to them.
So when we discuss here content, so the very first aspect I assume is graphics, images, infographics, maybe carousel post or maybe reel, right?
Correct. Correct.
And then it comes to the platform appropriate content, that is the write up and the captions that we call it in simpler language.
Correct, correct. So for making reels also, many a times people want to follow trend. Now, I mean, when you are trying to follow a trend, make sure you don't follow something which you are not good at. So if you are not good at dancing, don't go and dance and follow the trend. You make sure what you are doing is also something that people would appreciate. And it's not about making fun, it's just that people are just looking at good quality content. So give them good quality. So if you do something that you are best at, definitely people are going to come, view, refer, recommend. You won't have to literally go and say, please like kar do, please share kar do.
Correct.
That's going to be a organic thing that they do, that they share.
Well, that's good to see. The clients and the Indian masters are moving towards more about organic content creation. They're not just simply
True, true.
uh, following things. Earlier ठीक है brands follow कर लेती थी, but nowadays even business बोलो, small businesses बोलो या merging
True,
entrepreneurs
true.
बोलो, होम ग्रोन ब्रांड्स बोलो, वो लोग भी समझ रहे हैं कि ना ट्रेंड्स में अगर अगर वो चीज ब्रांड के साथ रेजोनेट नहीं हो रही है तो हमें वो फॉलो नहीं करना है. इट इज नॉट नेसेसरी टू follow each and everything which pops up
Right,
on
right,
feed, right?
right. Correct,
That's
correct.
so. How do you define successful branding when it comes to Indian market in your view?
See, nothing, in my opinion, is more successful than your brand becoming synonym to the process, like Xerox. But when
Right.
you talk this in terms of entrepreneurs, startups, beginners, what I feel is brand recall. Today, Indian market is so versatile, and you can make multiple customer funnels for one product. So that, I mean in a positive sense, that you have that many chances to connect and reconnect with your customer. But so does your competitor. So if I'm, say, thinking about ordering a chocolate cake, and if
Hmm.
you are a home baker or you have your bakery, and I am your repeated customer, you are
Hmm.
really nailing it at branding activity if they are
Right.
coming back to you. So sustaining your customer, making sure that you, even though your competitors are bombarding with remarketing, but still your customer is coming back to you, is successful branding. And
Right.
as I said, India is a versatile market, and we were just talking about, doing holy wishes and Diwali wishes.
Yeah.
So you have to use those as opportunities to connect and reconnect. So
Hmm.
if Valentine's Day is coming and you are a cake shop or you are into chocolates, make sure that you make something in creatives in advance for them so that they are allured to your direction beforehand.
So
So
when you
you
said we
have
have
many
to,
opportunities in Indian
right,
market.
Indian mark. So yeah, I assume कि नहीं बहुत सारी opportunities तो है, but as you rightly, I mean as you said कि एक creatives पहले से बना के रखो. So can you share something on content creation calendar for our the new buddies जो अभी just homegrown brands है जो अभी ये field में enter हो रहे हैं, तो उनके लिए कुछ आप बताना चाहोगे?
Yes. See, while one content calendar doesn't fit all, that also
Right.
they have to consider. If I am a chocolate or a sweet shop, अभी
Hmm.
birthdays के season में chocolates जाते हैं, but still on our Holi's and Diwali celebration, we still take our traditional sweets.
True.
And vis-a-vis when you are a jewelry brand for that matter. So jewelry brand, wedding season. So wedding season, if it is November, December, then your season is going to start 3 months ago. Your
Right.
creative planning should be 3 months before because they are going to start looking at the options. The final purchase may happen a month ago, but they are going to look at options 3 months,
Right.
4 months ago and done. And if you do it too much in advance, that is also not good because then you are forgotten after a while.
Right.
So
Right.
the timing is very important. So when you are making content calendars, keep in mind the occasions that you can collaborate your brand with.
Right. And most I think so most important is consistency also, like how
Yes,
consistent you are
absolutely.
with your content that goes across what message are you posting, right?
Consistency and I would also say the quality of the content.
Right.
Just for the sake of posting, do not post. Do not repost on LinkedIn or just do not remix any other's reel just for
Yeah.
the sake of posting. Make sure you
Right.
are posting mindfully. But if I decide that I want to post every week, make sure every week you are ready with your content in advance.
Hmm.
Do not wait that every Thursday, if I'm going to post, then I'm going to prepare reel on Thursday morning, Thursday evening. No, be mindful about what you want to do.
Because it never happens.
Yeah.
90% cases it never happens.
Yeah, mainly because see, right now, challenge is also budget so many times for entrepreneurs that they do things by themselves. So they are into so many things. So it is
Hmm.
difficult for them to really plan that designing calendar also, which I
Right.
understand totally. But your viewers are not going to give you benefit of doubt if you are cost cutting and doing by yourself. So I understand if it comes 2 day late or if it doesn't come this week, that is not going to happen. It's your chance and your opportunity that you are compromising with.
True. And in the meantime, when you will post it 2 days later, there will be 10 other creators with the same or similar
Correct,
kind of
correct,
content
correct.
in the market, and you have
Absolutely.
lost the opportunity.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It is you give the gap. There are already there. Opportunities are already there to grab it.
Fill in the gaps. So,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
do you see, and how can you, share that, how can Indian brands enhance their presence in global market?
So, digital media has made this very, very easy for us to network
Right,
and really approach people globally. So,
right.
when you are talking about, your customer funnel, and if you think that you can be present in global market and provide your customers there, so while marketing, you have to understand the tendency of an Indian to look at a product and a tendency of any other nation to look at a product is going to be different. So
Right.
based on that, make a customer funnel, make your creatives accordingly.
Hmm.
Because people celebrating Diwali in India are going to be more compared to any other country.
Right.
And similarly, people celebrating Christmas is going to be more in other countries comparative to India. So
India.
if you are targeting such kind of festivals, it's always going to be that way. Also, the cultural mindsets are different. Are
Hmm.
somebody who's into apparels, they have to understand. We Indians, we love bright, loud colors, but they love subtle colors. So you have to make sure you have your products that way and you have your product funneling that way. So that's what they have to keep in mind. Rest, digital media has made it so easy that this is also not only the chance to market your products, but also opportunities to network for yourself as a brand and also your organization as a brand.
Right. So that was great insights. So I would also like to ask you, what do you see as the future of digital marketing and designing of India?
So, what I feel one thing is that I always say content is the king, and you have to focus on that every point in time. And in a age where we were into digital marketing and that was just email marketing, and now your every digital footprint is counted. What you follow, which page you visit, what are your likes, dislikes. So, making creatives based on that definitely is important, but you have to understand that today your customer is also mindful. So, when you are making creatives, your customer is not just going to come to you because you are giving 70% discount,
True.
and they are going to come to you if they see that you are solving a problem for them. So, make sure whatever your strengths are, you put it out there. Like if I'm into selling a wallet, oh, I might be needing wallet because my last wallet was torn because of bad stitch or a bad zip, or it didn't have a coin pouch. My switch could be of any reason. So you make sure all your USPs are out there in your creatives.
Okay. But I think so, it is also very difficult for, a home based brand or maybe a small entrepreneur or traditional businesses who are just entering into the social media world. Maybe personally they might be using it, but for a brand they literally have no idea as to what to start with and how to start with. So what piece of advice can you give it to those people?
So stick to what you do best. That is
Okay.
one thing. When you are planning your content, as I said, plan your USPs. What are your unique selling points? You have to write that down. What problems your unique selling points are solving for customers, write that down. And make sure every creative you make has that highlighted. And for beginners, you can always have a, a portfolio which caters to a broad set of customers. And then you can start fine tuning your funnels. Because when you are new in the market and when you are posting, you never know what kind of audience you are going to attract. So be open minded when you are posting. just make sure whatever you are posting should have some meaning to it. Just random posting for the sake of posting, it doesn't give you views.
True.
In my
And
initial years, I have tried doing this. I have tried just posting festivals because I was curious to know what happens. That's it. And it nothing happens. You get 2 views, 3 views, 15 views. Nothing happens.
true, because I have learned over a time that it is only informative things. Like it has to be either informative or educational or entertainment. These are the three things that works brilliantly when it comes to content.
Yes, it does. You are right in this, but also if you see today, if I'm a life coach,
Hmm.
then
Hmm.
and if I'm catering to middle-aged women, then my
Hmm.
content is going to be different.
True.
So though these kind of things are trending, but you have to also understand your own product and market because Porsche cannot market to everybody. Porsche is always going to select its segment of
Yeah.
audience. So you have to select your segment of audience.
And
And
also, huh, tell
yeah,
me.
yeah, tell me.
No, go ahead.
And also, and what happens is, while doing this, people end up using tools. And also, what I would suggest them is when you are using tools, use tools that make your life easier. Do not get trapped into the tools which are too complicated and your creatives are compromised. In an
Hmm.
attempt to give something new, many a times you give sound quality that is compromised. You give creatives that are compromised. You screenshot a picture and then use it in your creative. Don't compromise on your creatives. That's something which entrepreneurs shouldn't do it. In fact, I'm not very money minded when it comes to my clients. When my clients come to me with budget constraint and they tell me that I guide them that, you take my advice, you make it on your own, you come, take my review and do it, but don't compromise and do it. And even your viewers can approach me. I'm very open minded on that.
Absolutely, and that's why we have you on board with us. So yeah, it was a lovely discussion, and I'm sure sorry, this is a never-ending topic, and we can keep discussing a lot more on this. So before we end up, tell us how do you feel about being featured on Voices of India by Apni Indian Gully?
So I'm very impressed with the concept that you are dealing with. It is a very, very good platform for upcoming entrepreneurs, for even established entrepreneurs to connect with people. And when in my multiple conversations with you, I have understood that uh, what work you are doing is going to give progress not only to the entrepreneurs, but it is going to connect customers to the entrepreneurs who are delivering quality but do not have big budgets to market themselves.
So you have summarized Voices of India and AIG platform. We'll use this as our elevator pitch.
Definitely, any day.
So, friends, this was Krupa Joshi with us. We will also share her contact coordinates and her links in the wall copy post. You can go follow her, check out her work. If you have anything, please approach her. And with this, we are signing off with today's episode. We'll have more experts with us on board. We will have again Krupa with us on some other interesting topic. We will definitely discuss with her.
Definitely.
So, thank you,
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. Thank you.